If you are looking to hit your driver much better, I'm going to show you one of the mistakes I see so many golfers make with their body turn. A really simple solution that can get you hitting the ball really quickly. So I'm here at the stunning Dundonald Links. We've got an amazing winter day here in Scotland, so absolutely delighted to be here. Brilliant driving range. If you've not played Dundonald Links, make sure you check it out. Anytime you're on the west coast of Ayrshire, this is definitely one that you need to tick off the list. So let's get straight into it. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make with their driver is what their lead shoulder does. So what their left shoulder does. A lot of golfers out there who are slicing the ball, hitting down on the ball, losing distance, aren't using the left shoulder properly. So the mistake I see a lot of golfers make is their left shoulder moves towards the target, which allows the arm swing to get quite high and quite long. From this angle, it gets the spine angle tilted towards the target. And basically what happens is it gets the upper body leaning too far to the left. That then encourages from this angle a steeper shaft, an out to in swipe across it. And then from this angle, it definitely encourages the head to move ahead of the ball. Downward strikes, poor distance, and we can definitely get low pulls, high spinning slices. And actually this can be solved really easy. So what I want you to do is the feeling and how we want to coil up the body with a driver. When we get to the top of the swing, we want the upper body to be loaded very much behind the ball. And we're going to do that, we're going to get loaded behind the ball with a simple feel. So rather than being stacked and left, I want you guys to try and get your left shoulder over your right hip. So in the backswing, once we've got our tilt, this left shoulder is going to move across the way. That's going to encourage the upper body to be behind the hips, further away from the target than the hips. Because ultimately what the best golfers in the world do with their driver, they will lead with the lower half, but the upper body stays back. The upper body is behind the lower body. The reason for that, we are looking for an upward angle of attack, more height, more distance, but also when we do that, when we lead with the lower body, that helps shallow the club. This is what we want to do. The upper body stays behind the ball throughout the whole swing. So we've got the tilts, left shoulder, right hip, left shoulder, right hip, ear behind, head behind. Oh, that's lovely. It's a nice high draw. Love that. Wish I could do that all the time. Can't say that always happens. But this is definitely going to make that more likely to happen. As soon as we start moving the upper body across, things are going to get shallower. The club path is going to be more neutral. And the angle of attack, how we get the driver head coming into the ball, is going to be more of an upward angle, which helps us get height and distance. So golfers, take that out. If you feel that you're slicing the ball, you've got an overswing, you've got an out to in swing path, I would definitely check this. Check that you are doing this properly and you should start to get a lot more success. We'll see just here on the screen, there's Sportsbox data, so all the 3D data from the best drivers in the world tells us they spend the whole drive with the upper body behind the ball. It's never leaning closer to the ball. It's never moving ahead of the hips. The upper body is normally hanging back behind the lower body, and that's really important. You can check this with Sportsbox. It's called a negative sway gap, and that means that the upper body is further away from the target than the lower body. It starts further away. If you coil properly, it's further away. And at point of impact, the upper body is further away from the target than the hips. So important, so effective. Make sure you do it. Left shoulder, right hip. And go and enjoy some better driving. Straight down the middle. Really simple. If you'd like any extra help, check out the description link below. If you'd like a free golf lesson with me on the Skillest app, Click that link, follow the steps that are in the description, and let's get you playing some better golf. If you're new to the channel, please do click that subscribe button. There's a huge amount of viewers that do watch the channel but haven't clicked that subscribe button, so if you could very kindly click that subscribe button, it's going to be great for the channel. It's going to guarantee that we get even more good quality content out to you, so if you could subscribe to the channel, click that like button, it would be greatly appreciated.